I have a plaque that hangs by my front door that reads, "Home is where the heart is." Isn't that the truth? I hope it is. I hope that we can look to our homes as places of security, places where we can find love and support, places where we are fed and nourished and cared for, places that radiate a sense of belonging, places where we can rest assured that most, if not all, of our needs will be and are sustained. Ironically, aren't there a great number of similarities between our home and our church? I wonder if that's why many of us, when referring to any particular church that we belong to, and in our case, St. Denis, we say, "This is my home parish." On this feast of St. Denis, we're celebrating the dedication of this church, a building constructed 40 years ago under the guidance and leadership of Father Del Klink, a true dedicated father of this home parish. And even though St. Denis has been home for more than 40 years, as some of you sitting out there this morning can attest to, today we reflect on the beauty of this church building, renovated a few years ago under the guidance and direction of Father Randy Timmerman, and the dedication that went into making this space a really beautiful place of prayer. But you know what? The beauty of this church, the true beauty of this church, is not in the brick and mortar or the wood or the glass. It's in you. The people who sit in these pews and fill this space week after week after week. This church is really considered our second home. After all, we gather here week after week. We gather with each other for worship and fellowship and support. This place holds a special significance in our lives and well-being. It's a place of faith and hope and love. It's a place where we come together as a parish community, but also as a parish family to share our joys, our challenges, our achievements, and yes, our struggles. The cornerstone, located right outside the doors of the church, is a symbol of the building's foundation and stability. But in true essence, your presence here, week after week, brings stability and strength to the foundation of this church. We are the living stones of this church. It's our love, our compassion, our unity that cements, that holds us and binds us together. And so as we make our journey through life, many of our life experiences happen right in this church, this place that we call home. We come here to this place that we call home to be initiated through baptism and welcomed into a faith community, a family of faith that will love us and hold us and promises to be with us in both our good times and challenging times. We come here to this place that we call home as a faith community, a family of faith, to be fed, to receive the bread of life that nourishes us and sustains us to face tomorrow or next week. We come here as a family of faith to reaffirm our faith and love for God through the sacrament of confirmation. We come here to this place that we call home as a community of faith, a family of faith, to find forgiveness when we stumble and fall. We come here to this place that we call home as a family of faith for healing when sickness overcomes our lives. We come here to this place called home as a family of faith to join and celebrate in special love with another through the sacrament of marriage. My 3 sisters were married here, 2 in the old church and 1 in this church. We come here to this place that we call home as a supportive family to celebrate new life, the resurrection of our loved ones. I was honored to preside at both of my parents' funerals in this church, who were longtime members. We come here to this place that we call home and leave here as a family of faith to share in the mission of Jesus Christ, a mission that will continue to bring people through the doors of this church, a mission some are called to through religious life or diaconate or priesthood. 39 years ago, I had the privilege of celebrating my first Mass in this church shortly after it was constructed. We even come here today not only to grow rich in faith, but perhaps rich in monetary ways if you purchase raffle tickets at the summer festival and are lucky enough to have your name drawn as a raffle winner at noon today. So today, on this 40th anniversary of the dedication of this church building, and on this feast of St. Denis, we have a great deal to be thankful for. We're grateful for those who came before us, who worked endlessly to establish this parish and its mission, and those who, like you, continue to support it through your time and talents and resources. We are grateful as a parish family for those among us who truly support us and love us. We're grateful for those who serve and minister in this church, the Dominican sisters, the parish and school staffs, the priests and deacons, Deacon Dave, Deacon Bill. We're grateful for those who enrich our faith, our liturgies, through the proclamation of the Word, which was done so beautifully this morning, through the wonderful and prayerful music, through our music ministry, through those who serve as acolytes, through the various ministries of hospitality. And finally, we are grateful we can call this place home, where our faith is nourished, our hearts are connected, and where our lives truly belong. Home is where the heart is, and there's no place like home.